Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Razel Dazel. Good morning. Got my coffee. So, I had an exciting day yesterday. I went to my craft booth in Plymouth, twice treasured, and it was very exciting. They got two stores in Plymouth. There's one that's over by the Kroger's grocery store, and I went over there and watched a demonstration where a lady had a kit to do uh, tiered plates. So I bought one of those because I'm kind of losing my artsy fartsiness, my Crojo, my crafty. I was kind of losing that. I'm like, what can I make for my craft booth? And it was so cool. She even had the drill bit that you needed to use for the plates. And she was doing a demonstration showing you all the different types of things that you can do with your dinner plates and teacups and stuff like that. And it was so pretty. So I would like to do one of those. So I bought a kit. So I was thinking about doing something like that for my dining room. Because I have a lot of different plates and stuff that I get from Goodwill that are really pretty. So I don't know when I'm going to do it, but one of these days when I get some extra time off. Because I need to make some stuff for my craft booth. And she said I should make some fish. And I did look on the Pinterest, and they got these cute little fish that's in like a little glass bowl with the rocks down at the bottom. I saw it. But I'm thinking maybe I should just get into the amigurumi and crochet a big fishy. But then I started thinking about dragons. So I'm making dragons. That's what I started doing yesterday. So I'm like, okay, how am I going to make a dragon? So this is me just like, hey, okay, I got this little tadpole looking guy, and he's got the dragon eyes or the lizard eyes. So he kind of looks just like a regular snake in this picture. And then I gave him legs. So he's got legs now. I'm like, this is going to be my dragon. And then last night, here's number 3. I got wings on him. So he's got wings now. I gave my dragon some wings, but he needs horns. Dragons have to have horns. So I'm thinking I might give him some horns, or maybe I'll do some spikes to make him spiky. I don't know. There's endless possibilities how to make a magic dragon. So we're gonna see how he turns out. And this is just freeform, come up with a dragon. So I don't know. Dragons have all kinds of different things you can do. I thought, well, I can give him horns, I can give him spikes. Maybe he needs an extra set of wings to help him fly. Like maybe he needs another wing set here to help him fly better. I mean, he's got some pretty big wings, but maybe to get up higher, he needs some wings down here, or so he can like go down to the ground. But yeah. I'm working on Magic Dragon. They take a lot of yarn. Like I ran out of the green color, so I got three, and this one don't have legs. So his legs are probably going to have to be a different color unless I can find the same color. And this is using the Bernat blanket yarn. It goes fast. It was just the one ball to make these three. And that's just for the body. But it's this Bernat yarn, and I like it. It's good for amigurumi. And this whole ball made three of the bodies, but I didn't have enough to make the legs on the one. So the legs are going to have to be a different color or something. I don't know. I might make my last trip to Joann's to see if they have any more of the Bernat yarn. It's so sad, you guys, because that's my favorite store. That's why I went crazy, and bought a bunch of the Big Twist because I love the colors. They're just so pretty. They did a really good job on that yarn, making the different colors, like endless color schemes, and it's just fabulous. But I finally got into my blanket yarn thinking I'm gonna have to get more blanket yarn because I don't have the colors and I'm running out fast, because you don't get a whole lot with the one ball. By the time I'm done with one dragon, I might have used up a whole ball. I might have to use a whole ball just to make this dragon. I don't know, it's going to be close. I mean, by the time I get the horns and the spikes, and if I do another wing set on him. But he's so cute. Isn't he cute? And this is just creativity came out of my head. How to make a dragon, and he's just got a snake-like body is what I did. I just had fun with it. It doesn't stay in my head for very long, so I don't know if I should write it down. I probably should write it down, but knowing me, I won't. I can look at it and just, kind of get close. But yeah, all of my Bernat blanket yarn, and I don't really have a whole lot of colors. Like, this is the extra. There's Bernat blanket extra, which I'm pretty sure, yeah, these are the extra. And this is just the regular Bernat blanket. And I even have a Christmas one in here. We could do Christmas dragon with the Christmas colors and the Bernat, and make a Christmas dragon. That'd be so cute. So I think I use just the regular Bernat blanket the most when I do my amigurumi creatures. I know I was doing the bees last year, and those turned out really cute. And I got velvet too, because I like to do the velvet for the amigurumi, but sometimes it's just so, you got to get it tight because it's silky and it's really hard to work with sometimes because it's too silky. But I do like the velvet the way it feels because it's super soft. And then I got a bunch of these, the Big Twist Posh, and it's just like a little bit smaller smaller than the Bernat. So I do have those. I mean, I could probably use these because the colors are so pretty. I thought about it because I have a green color, like a lime, that lime green, or this neon green. Oh, the glowworm. It's glowworm and it's like a super bright green. And I thought about using that on my dragons. Because I needed something, I need to get going on my craft booth. I don't have enough stuff in there. I was running out of ideas. You know, because I don't want to do something that somebody else is doing. The lady right next to me, she's making these adorable chickens. They're so cute. Like, it's hard for me not to buy another chicken. I got 3 of them. I bought 3 of her chickens, and now I'm like, you know, maybe I should buy a couple more. She's got one that's pink and it's got feathers on it. It's so cute. Pink feathers all over it. They're adorable. I should probably pause the video and run down to my kitchen and grab it off of my... I got it up on the... above my cabinets. I got a little space and I put them up there. They're adorable. A lot of my family members, when they come in, they always comment on that. They're like, you got chickens up there. I'm like, yes, I do. She hand sews them. And they are so cute. So I went to my craft booth. I hadn't been there for a while. I'd just been really busy with work and everything. But I got over there and I'm like, well, I'm going to clean up my stash. So I got rid of some of my yarns that I just wasn't going to use. And I've had them for quite a while and I just wasn't going to use them. I think there was like a mandala, Lion Brand mandala in there. And there was some of the Karen yarns. I think one of them was like a cake. I think it was called like a lava cake or something. But it was blue. And I wasn't going to use that. I'm not even sure why I bought it. I think I just really liked the color. But I didn't like the feel of it. It was just a little too rough. I'm sure I could have washed it and it would have came up soft as can be. But I'd rather work with stuff that's soft to begin with instead of, you know, waiting till I have to wash it because I'm working with it. You know, I'm spending hours and hours working on the yarn. You would want it to be soft for your hands. So, I did a couple of big bags of skeins of yarn that I didn't even touch, and I just was like, no, I'm gonna pull them out of my collection. Somebody will enjoy them and maybe make some neat stuff with it instead of it sitting in my room for years and years and me not touching it, you know. Because I don't think I was ever gonna make anything with it. So I got rid of that, and then some of my miscellaneous leftover balls, I bagged some of those up and put those in there, and a couple of the beginner crochet books I put in there because I'm like, I don't look at those anymore. I still have a couple of my books that I keep, of course. Like, you know, my Tony Lipsy collection right here. I got her book. She's got some amazing things in her yarn. That's like my luxury line right there. I haven't even touched it because it's so beautiful. She's probably like, you need to make stuff with it. I will eventually, you know. Yeah. And I still don't have all of her colors. I think the purples in the I still need the purples in this top row. And I don't have all of the Apricity colors either. So I might be working on that. And her yarn's on, however you want to pronounce it. I pronounce it Hobie. The Hobie that's online. And I always buy the largest quantity because you save more money that way. So if you buy, I think it's 7 balls. If you get the 7 balls of yarn, you get a cheaper price. So that's how I do it because I'd rather just, you know, might as well get the 7 balls in the one color. You're set for life, you know. Oh, and then Sandra wants me to make another baby bassinet, and I was gonna make more of them, but I got into dragon mode. What can I do? I mean, this is what happens. I get sidetracked and I'm like, got into dragon mode. So I'm making these cute little dragons. Oh my goodness. The weather, it's been getting hot and then it's getting cold again and it's just got me all messed up. She wanted me to use the same, let me just pull this whole thing. It's got all the strings attached. I got a little bit of a mess on my table here. I need to organize a little bit better. But, I need to get I need to clean off my craft cart that's got a bunch of clothes in it right now. I just need to go through that and put all of my projects. It's like a 3-tier, so I could put like 3 projects in there. That's what I need to do. But this is what happens, guys. Poor Juanita, she's never going to get her dog sweater. She's like, remember when you were supposed to make that dog sweater last year? Yeah, I still have it. I'm just not working on it because I get distracted. So, I will be making another one of these bassinets, but this is all I have left of the variegated. See, because, oh, I know, because I was making a diaper bag, and let's see. And this is the big twist. So I was kind of mixing the Lion brand with the big twist, and there is a little bit of a difference. The Pound of Love, but yeah, I love it. Yeah, Leslie loves Pound of Love. And I was using it all up because I've had it for a while sitting on the bottom shelf. So I'm still working on that blanket that I got in my bedroom. But let's see, I was working on these diaper bags is what I was gonna do. I was gonna do a little diaper bag too that would match with everything, and I didn't get very far on that. But yeah, here's my bassinet base. So it's gonna take me a while. I got all of my pieces on my table here, so I'll just have to cut out more pieces and construct it and put it all together. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with on this. See, I lost track on this one. Oh, I was going to do the handle. Okay, and I stopped here. I was going to make the handle. So I should probably go to Joann's and see what they got left. I don't even know. I mean, the store could be completely empty. You know, I could drive clear to Elkhart or Dunlap and then it'll be empty and I'm probably going to cry. Because this is all I have left of the Pound of Love and the variegated and the pinkish purple colors. And it's very pretty. I think it's kind of like a antique-ish. It's got that antique-y feel to it. I wonder what this is called. But yeah, that's all I got left. Let's see, this is the bottom of it or the top of it, bassinet. So I got that part done. And the only thing that I've noticed with the Pound of Love and the Big Twist, and they're both very, very soft. So the only difference, well, maybe some of them, but not all of them, but they're really close to the same. I think the Pound of Love is twisted just a little bit tighter, and it's just a hair, but these are really close. Maybe because I'm towards the end and it loosened up a little bit. But they are very close to the same. I mean, almost identical. Which is nice, because then you can mix, if you wanted to, mix the colors. You can mix the Pound of Love with the Big Twist. And that's what I did with the bassinets, because I was looking for the different pink colors that would go with this variegated, and this pink here went really well. But yeah, that's why I like that Pound of Love, and it's pretty close to the Big Twist. Let's see here. Like I have the you know, I got the big value ones, and then I got these smaller ones because you don't get as many colors with the value than you can with the smaller ones. Yeah. See, here you can kind of see. Let's see if I can pull this one out a little bit. It's just a little bit thicker. Just a hair thicker than the Pound of Love. But it does a pretty good job, like mixing the colors together for different colors. So yeah, I do like Pound of Love, and I do like my Big Twist. See, like, let's see. Yeah, see, I have some purples too. But yeah, the Pound of Love, I've been mixing the colors with the big twist. And I'm still working on my blanket. I kept that in my bedroom. It's a mess right now. I lay in my bed and I'll crochet and watch your guys' YouTube videos on in my spare time. And I got some news from the Celestial Home Buddy. I was watching her and she said that Hershner's is gonna take on the big twist yarns. I am so happy. So happy, you guys. So, if you don't know, you know now. I was watching her video and she said that, yes, get on the Hershner's website and they're going to continue to make big twist. Thank God, because, you know, you can only buy so much and then you start running out of money and then you're just going to have a ginormous room full of yarn. Especially if you don't have room for it, or you're going to put it in storage bins and, you know, try and hoard it out in the garage or something. Guilty as charged. I used to do that in my small house. I would have like 4 bins full of yarn. And then I'd constantly have to go out in the garage and look for the colors that I needed, and then I could never find them, and it probably because it was at the bottom of the tote. Yeah. So you have to dig through all of it to find the colors you need for what you're going to use it for. But yeah, I'm very grateful that Hershner's decided to take on the big twist, because now I'm like, good. If I run out of a color, I don't have to panic because Hershner's is gonna have it. And I will be buying yarn from Hershner's. Definitely. And I've never even been on Hershner's website. I've heard of them, but I never actually looked to see what all they had, and they got some pretty cool stuff on there. I was looking at their Christmas yarns, and there was another one that caught my eye. It had like spring colors in it, and it's really pretty, and it's reasonably priced. I think it was a value pack where you can get like 8 balls of yarn or something like that, and it's all in a bundle. And I'm like, wow, that's a pretty good deal. And it looked really pretty. So I'm trying to hold off a bit. I'm holding off. I'm holding off on that. Going through my Bernat, the blanket yarn. And that stuff runs out fast. Way faster than the regular acrylic, because it's just so big and poofy. It takes up a lot of room, so it looks like you have a lot. But like I said, you're gonna go through a whole ball just to make one animal. You know, I'm gonna probably end up close to going through a whole ball just to make a dragon. It's gonna be really close by the time I get him all prettified. I don't know. I mean, I'm just going to put some spikes on him. And I thought about putting another set of wings or something. Or just, I don't know, maybe do something with his tail. He's not too detailed or nothing, but he's just super cute. You know? And even his wings. Look how hilarious. He's got candy corn wings, okay? Nothing wrong with candy corn wings. He's a magic dragon. It'll be fun. And you can make these all different colors. Just yeah, the things that come out of your head, you know. But yeah, I'll have to show you guys when I get them done. But you can make your dragons any way you want, you know. If you want to make them fat, you can make them fat. If you want to make them skinny, like a snake, make them skinny like a snake. Too cute. I did have some black marks on my yarn, so I have to wash that out. I don't know, something black got on it. Kind of looks like marker. I don't know how that happened. Or maybe it was just dirt when it was, because these are the ones that I had in my bins that were out in the garage, and I took them out and when I moved and put them here. So yeah, I cleaned up my craft room a little bit, took out some of the yarns that I probably never would have used in my lifetime, but gave somebody else the opportunity. Maybe some beginners that wanted to make some stuff. I did some frogging too, where I frogged it and wound it back up. You know, good beginner projects where you could make little coasters or I don't know, something. I guess they say to use cotton for coasters. You can make some granny squares or something. I do have a lot of cotton, and I'm thinking about doing a crochet kit for beginners for people who want to learn because it's not hard, it's super easy, but I'm just trying to think of a cute, easy little project that I can come up with and do my own little crochet kit. You know, like maybe have a little booklet in there with the yarn, and of course I would have to make sure you have enough yarn and it's measured, and then have like a crochet hook in here and then one of the needles, because if you're doing sewing in your ends, weaving the ends in, maybe some stitch markers. But I'm like, what kind of a project? Like, I want it to be small, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think outside the box. And I don't want it to be like something that somebody else already has. Like I said in that craft booth, that lady, she had chickens. She had the cute little voodoo dolls, and I think she was making some gnomes, and they were super adorables. And I'm like, well, I gotta do something different. I don't want to like steal other people's ideas and have the same thing. So I'm making dragons. I am thinking about making some fishies. And I get bored too of making the same animals all the time. I like to do something different. So we're doing dragons and fishies and baby doll bassinets and just, yeah, that's what we're doing. But every time I'm working on something, see, I thought I was just going to work on my blanket all weekend, and obviously that didn't happen. Now I'm making dragons. Back to the baby doll bassinets, and then I really need to work on my socks that I have. Not a whole lot of free time for the 2 days that I get off. And I still have house things that, I still have laundry and stuff that I should be doing, but still have to make dinner. Oh, one thing at a time. I'm gonna have to take all the clothes out of my crafty cart, which is what it's meant to be. It's meant to be for my craft room. And it's just like a three-tiered, thing on wheels. And I thought, well, that way I could at least put three of my projects in there. Put the blanket in there, the baby bassinet, the doggy sweater, this poor doggy sweater. I haven't even started working on it. Like, she probably is not going to get it till about, she probably won't get it till Halloween, probably in the fall. And then, yeah, and this is just, not even there yet. Because he's a medium dog, so yeah, I gotta make it bigger. I can get it up to 19 inches. Because I'm probably gonna make this round and then have the mustard color. I can either do mustard or the white, but I think I was just gonna do the mustard up at the top and then write his name in the black. So yeah, that's all I haven't gotten any further on this. That's all I got so far. But at least it started. It's got a ways to go. Yeah. So I guess I'll let you guys go. And I'm going to get to work. But I'll talk to you guys later. Alrighty. Bye.